Yep. Hi, welcome to the Cube Gym at home kettlebell and bodyweight online session. We've got a level 1 today with the lovely Erin and the super lovely Stu. Like that. Today we've got a pretty steady session. I felt a slight ping of guilt after the last ringing out that I did for you level 1 guys. So I'm here to redeem myself, here to hopefully get you guys moving, get you working hard, but a little bit steadier than the last session I delivered. So we've got a few circuits, a lot of body weight stuff, tempo, technique, progressions, regressions. So hopefully you have a good session, you get your sweat on, and we get you moving. So I'm going to get the guys starting in the warm-up. So we're going to start with 4 each side, single leg deadlift into a reverse lunge. So standing, grounded on 1 foot, nice big hinge. We'll give Erin a second to warm up. So we're extending through the torso, sternum comes forward, hips drive back. You're going to reach with the back leg, tap the toe at the middle, and then drop back into your reverse lunge. So we're going to go 4 on each side. So it might take you a second to get your balance, kind of let yourself come into the space, steady the eye gaze, find your breath, find your balance, feel the feet on the floor, and like I said, really extend the sternum forward and drive the hips back. Might take a second to balance the foot. If you've had a busy morning or a busy day or a bit of a rough night's sleep, you might find that your balance is compromised a touch.
Had all of those.
Ticking all the boxes already, Erin.
Leg deadlift,
So we're going to go 4 each side, and then we've got 4 mountain climber push-ups. So down into your push-up position. Try and make chest contact with the floor. Knee comes to the same elbow each side. Good, so Erin's got knees down, Stu's in full push-up position. Either way, if you're kind of introducing yourself to push-ups on your toes recently, or you're kind of half, we're in the warm-up, stick to the knees, plenty of time to kind of build up to the toes later on. Once we're there, we're going to stay in a 4-point position, so knees directly under hips, hands directly under shoulders, opposite hand and opposite knee reach. So extending out nice and long through the spine, coming back to center. We want the rib cage pulled down towards the hips, so a slight tuck under of the tailbone, remaining nice and neutral through the spine, almost flat through the lower back, so we're not overextending. So we're going to go for 4 each side, 8 in total. Remember, find your breathing, eyes stay straight down. Good, so we're going to be back up onto the feet, 4 each side, single leg deadlift into the reverse lunge. Hopefully we're a little bit more steady on the feet. If not here to judge you. Stu. So Erin and Stu have been in quite a few of the sessions. Mentioned at the start that we've got a slightly steadier number today, so the guys have agreed to give us a couple of options throughout as well. So just keep an eye on each one, whether you stick with Erin or stick with Stu, or kind of mix and match to however you're feeling. Feel free to comment, particularly on Stu's moustache.
I'm liking it.
Solid.
Erin's liking it.
I'm just working out ways
Fan
to
pleaser.
repel women more.
What was that, Stu?
I'm working out ways to repel women more.
Repel women more.
Yeah.
Let us know how that goes, Stu. Good, so the guys are coming up to their bird dogs. Nice and steady, no need to rush, length of spine. So the first part we've got today is a 15-minute circuit. I want you to aim for about 5 rounds. There's no rush required for this one. We've got some tempo squats, some towel row, hip bridge and pausing climbers. So I'll get the guys to wrap up here and then we'll get rolling. So Erin, I might get you started on the tempo squats just for a bit of an intro. So she's going to set herself up, 1, 2, 3, hold at the bottom, up for 1, 2, 3. Straight into the next rep for 3 seconds down. Just a brief pause at the bottom, 3 seconds at the top. Good, resting there. Then we've got a 2-second towel row for 10 reps. So Stu's going to set himself up nice and long through the spine. He's going to engage the lats and upper back, hold for 2 seconds, release. Pull up again, 1, 2, release. So just working that upper back. Tummy is tight, nice and long through the back. Then we've got the hip bridge, so Erin's set up here, feet grounded, ribs are down at the top, nice long line between the knees and the shoulders, holding for 2 seconds at the top, coming down. So you'll notice that Erin's got a beautiful flow on this movement, clearly Pilates pro. So she's just got a slight tuck on the tailbone as she raises up, so just ensuring that we're not kind of just overarching and flaring through the ribs. So we've got a 2-second pause at the top there, 10 reps, and then 10 pausing climbers. Stu's going to get set here. Brief pause at the knee, change, brief pause at the knee for 10 reps in total. We're going to get going in about 20 seconds, so get yourselves set up. Towel in hand, no kettlebell required. However, on the tempo squat, if you want to kind of step it up a bit, more than welcome to hold into a goblet squat, but not necessary. We're going to get going in 7 seconds. I'm going to count the tempo for the guys and they can count their reps. 3, 2, 1, and down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, good, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3. What are we at? Down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3. Apparently we're done. Okay, onto the towel row. Oh, sorry, we've got 2 to go.
2 to go.
Psych, shit. All right, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3. Good, this last one.
Yep.
Down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3. God, between the 3 of us, none of us could count. There we go. All right, so we're on to 10 reps of the 2-second towel row. So just that pause at the top, 1, 2, release it for a second. Away you go, guys. I'll leave you to count your own reps. Just make sure you're getting a decent pause at the top. On this, make sure we're not overarching again on the lower back, so the rib stays tucked under or you're slightly tucking under the tailbone. It's a slight tuck under. We don't want to be kind of too rounded over, so still extending through the sternum, eyes are straight down. Try and pin the shoulder blades together at the back, long collarbones. A bit tough on the grip strength as well. Your arms always look good, Erin. She's got the arms out.
They're really hard.
Good, release from there. And then we're down into the hip bridge. So lying on the back.
They're just thinking hard.
Yeah, good. So feet hip width, toes are down, slight tuck under us to initiate the movement. And we're driving up. 2-second hold at the top and then down. Really squeeze the glutes, try and relax off the front of the body, so try not to over grip through the hip flexors or quads. Abs are slightly engaged. Now, if you wanted to load up, you could pop the kettlebell on the pubic bone. Guys, you might need to sink it to one hip just to make it a little bit more comfy. Additionally, if any of you have the small resistance bands, pop them around your knees, makes it that little bit more of added resistance, engages the glutes a little bit harder. How many reps are we at, guys? Stu, your heart rate's gone. Gone offline. So he has a mustache and no heart. Heartless. Heartless. Good. So we're over for the pausing climbers. So hands just slightly. So if you sit yourself up and then drag yourself over the top, the shoulders come slightly forward of the hands. It just closes that gap. Definite pause at the knees. Abs are tight. Slightly protracted through the shoulders. So if we think about almost being in a bit of a reached, overreached position, strong hands, fingers spread apart. Pause a little bit longer there, Stu. Good. Good. So there's no push up. It's merely that flexion at the knee. It's 10 in total, yep, 5 each side. Good. Then we're back at the tempo squats. Let's see if we can nail this counting on that. So it took us about 5 minutes, so we're definitely behind the count, but that's okay. All right, away we go. Down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3. Good. Spreading the floor, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3. Good. Proud chest, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3, 5 reps, 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3. Good, nice and tall through the chest. 2, 3, hold, up, 2, 3. Big toe down, 2, 3. Hold, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. Hold, up, 2, 3. Last rep, down, 2, 3. Hold, up, 2, 3. Beautiful. Well done, guys. Good. Onto the towel row. So full body, bit of upper body, bit of lower body, kind of interchanging. So the heart rate should still be coming up. You should definitely be feeling warmer. Remember, long spine on these, chin stays tucked in, eyes directly down, shoulders away from the ears. Engaging the lats. Tummy is gently switched on. Extend the spine a little bit longer, Stu. Yeah, there we go. Good. So you'll notice Erin's got a beautiful, nice long spine here. She's not losing that lower back position. So it's tough on the hemis, it's tough on maintaining position. So if you need to kind of break this set up a little bit to protect the lower back and to resume and maintain good form, by all means. If you need to drop your reps down or do it in 2 sets of 5 also, totally fine.
So I just found out that my sister's boyfriend has got a squat rack and barbells and plates that he kept very, very quiet.
Ah, secret training. Secret training. Erin says sister's boyfriend has got pretty much a full gym home setup and he's been keeping it on the down low. Someone is protective of their gains and not yours.
Yeah, and then my sister's like, when do you want to go around there? I'm like, no, I'm not arranging it with you. I'm arranging it with him. I'm not having a middle person there. I'm going to go straight to the source. Can you imagine how sore I'll be after my first proper session?
I'm sure that a lot of people, when they resume barbell training, just the change, I think the variety has been fantastic for people. Yeah. I think people are going to get a bit of a rude shock when they return to ergs. But I think everyone's running and burpee capacity is definitely going to be...
Everyone's knees are going to be cheering.
Yeah, 100%.
My aerobic capacity is definitely improved.
Yeah.
I don't do a huge amount of conditioning, but see, I've had to do a lot more.
Absolutely.
So my strength's probably declined, but my
aerobic capacity.
Work's definitely improved. So.
On that note, Strava Club, the Cube Gym, I've signed up. I'm chasing Lewis's numbers down, waiting to see Dax put some numbers on the board. I'm not sure if he's just there for a bit of a peruse or if he's providing water breaks or something. We might start calling him the water boy.
Yeah.
I think Natalia is well out in front with her numbers in the running. I'm coming for you, Nat. I'm not really.
I saw her powering yesterday up Fisher Road.
Those legs, effortless. So yeah, Strava Club, get on it. We'll have some 5 10K challenges, I'm sure. There's also the option for running and, for swimming and for cycling on it as well. So I know there's a couple of people that were talking about getting on it just to be a part of it.
What about from the couch to the fridge?
Couch to fridge, mate, if your GPS can track that.
Oh yeah.
It still counts for your MEPs though, doesn't it?
Oh, I hope so.
I love how she calls them MEPs. MEPs. And up, 2, 3. Oh, good. Erin's just supporting Stu. Everybody just see that? That was extra ISO hold down there. Catch up, Stu. Good, 2 reps. Good, so you notice both of these athletes nice and proud through the chest, knees are spreading open, feet are nice and secure on the floor, so they've got point of contact with the big toe, the little toe and the heel. Trying to eliminate the party toes so they're strong at the feet. Keep that tempo, guys, don't rush it. Might not be counting it, but I'm still watching.
6.
Yeah, we've got 4 to go. You could just be like that guy and run the marathon from the beer to the fridge to the, I don't know, it'd probably end up a zigzag if you're sinking cans in between those two.
Isn't it? He was on the balcony.
Yeah.
42K.
Yeah.
Up and down that.
Wouldn't you get dizzy? Good. Well done.
Yeah, the turning, you'd have to turn in different directions.
It'd be like doing the beep test over and over again, wouldn't it? Good. So these guys are up to their towel rows, round 3. Round 3? Yeah, round 3. With about 4.5 remaining. So Erin was saying these are a bit of a surprise parcel, the ISO row. I think I've thrown them in maybe on a level 2 previously. We've got a lot of pushing and a lot of frontline work, so nice to get the back activated. And the simplicity of the towel is that we've all got one. It's tough on the grip though.
Ready for my deadlifts when I get back.
Ready for the deadlifts, that's it. Still need to maintain that upper tension. So similar to mid-thigh pull as well, which is a strength test that Lewis and Dax often use with the allied health side of things here at the Cube. Good.
Sound effects happening.
There's a lot of sound effects happening. Need to mic up the athletes, I think, sometimes. Selectively though, because there's a lot of things that you probably don't need to hear. Good, so 3.5 remaining, back onto the hip bridge. Now an alternative for this as well, if you want to revisit this session, is doing like a hip thrust off the couch. Erin's going to give us a quick run through. Do you want to do it on this one? Here.
Do you want to use it on my couch?
This is Stu's couch that we prepared earlier. Just do a couple of reps if you like. Check in. So side on, she's going to do a hip thrust so you can go weight free. Mid back is on the bench, neutral through the spine. So I'll just get her to shorten her rep. So come down to there and then drive up, squeeze the glutes, good. So nice and steady. You'll notice at the bottom she's not losing that lower back and overextending. She's still keeping it quite neutral. And the eyes are staying forward. She's not kind of thrashing around with the head looking up and down too heavily either. Good, so we've got that option there. If your couch is at the right height or if you've got a nice stable kind of dining room chair, another good option to use. Just a little bit of variety, additional range.
Just for the more of my hamstrings and
more in the hemi, yeah. So Erin says she feels it more hemi than the glute bridge. So again, different bias of the muscle groups, similar movement pattern, just a little bit of variety. We've got about just over 2 minutes remaining of the set. Make sure you get that definite pause at the knee. As mentioned, slight protraction, so slight rounding of the upper back, but you're still strong through the arms. Hands tensioned into the ground.
Do you want to hear my joke?
Let's go, Erin gives you a joke.
What did the fried rice say to the prawn?
What did the fried rice say to the prawn?
Don't walk away from me.
Don't walk away from me. That's good.
Okay. the original here.
Yeah.
Hasn't been used, I haven't heard it. Catch up, Stu, she's hanging for you. Good. So as always with the level ones, you can load them up. So I know there's a couple of level 2 guys, or there's people that are doing a level 1 and a level 2 in the same day. You're a bit crazy. No, I'm kidding. It's solid. It's a solid effort, and I hope that you're eating plenty of good food, hydrating, but still getting your recovery sessions in also. So you can load these ones up if you want. Good. Chest up, Stu. As mentioned before, if you've got the resistance bands, pop them on. Good. The guys are holding technique beautifully throughout this whole set, which is great. We've got about 30 seconds remaining. They're probably going to get through their towel rows, or at least a few of them, and then we're going to have a 2-minute rest and we'll move through the next part.
So Stu, have you got a joke for us?
Yes, Stu, have you got a joke?
Let's go.
It's ant related today.
And related.
Ant related. So,
Okay.
what do you call an ant that can't speak?
What do you call an ant that can't speak?
Mutant.
Mutant.
Brilliant.
And have a rest there on that note. Good. 2 minutes rest. Heart rates are nice and steady. Both fit as a fiddle in here. How are you feeling? Good, good. A little bit of sweat on the face, glistening, glowing. Beautiful. So that was a 15-minute circuit. I think we were into our 4th round. Into our 4th? Yeah, we're into our 4th round, so it's good. Happy with that. Solid movement throughout. So we're going to move through the 12-minute circuit, aim for about 3 rounds. We'll see how we're going for time. So the first one is tempo as well. So we've got 10 reps on each side. We're going to start in the lunge from the bottom. So it's going to be a 3-second count to the top, 1 pause at the top, 3 at the bottom, and then pretty much let the weight hit the ground, the weight of the knee hit the ground, and then you're resuming that 3-second count to the top again. So starting at the bottom, it's a little bit shorter a step, so look for 90-90 at both knees. Start from there, 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Get that definite pause at the bottom, even weight through front foot and back foot. Then we've got 10 bench dips. A couch we prepared earlier, open through the collarbones, elbows drive back.
Should you have bent knees or straight?
Let's go bent knees to start with.
Yeah.
So tailbone sticks back close to the bench and it's a straight line drop down. So from there and then straight up. Good, I'll get you go straight legs or a little bit further out. So obviously longer the lever, the tougher it is. The main thing I'm looking for is long collarbones, okay? So we don't want to kind of end up in this position too heavy. So open the chest, elbows drive back, weight through the heel of the hand. Then we've got the frog squat, 15 frog squats. So we're going to go elbows to the inside of the knees. She's going to pitch the hips up, lengthen through the hemis, and then drop the hips down. So we're going to go for 15 here. Good. Then we've got prone extension, so I'll get Stu to have a lie down flat on his tummy. You hit the pause, thanks for me. Good. Chin stays tucked in, long through the spine, extending, and then back down. So just nice and steady. Good. Belly button draws up to the spine, looking for length of spine as opposed to kind of overarching. All right, we good to go?
Yep.
Beautiful. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So we'll start with the lunge. Start at the bottom, 3 seconds to the top. 1 pause. Good. Definite drop of the weight into the floor. Maintain that tempo. Now, if you're finding that your balance is a little bit shaky, just bring your feet a touch wider apart in terms of width rather than length. So wider base of support. We've got 10 reps on each side here. Maintain that tempo. Try not to rush it. I don't care if it's a 5-second count. I'd prefer it to be a 5-second count up than what it would be to be a 2. So steady. Again, if you wanted to load, you could hold it in a goblet squat. Otherwise, you could go front rack if you're really keen. Or you could even just hold it in one hand, whether it's ipsilateral or contralateral, so either same hand or opposite hand. Good. Erin's onto the second leg. So the beauty of this tempo, and particularly for this movement, is keeping the tension within the muscle belly and on the muscle. So there's really no way to escape it. So if you were to load these, you would definitely feel that on another level. But you don't need to. I'm sure you guys are finding it. And the fact that you can't really move your feet, so you're not alternating feet, so you don't get to take that tension out. You really.
Sorry about the clicking.
That's all right. We were just talking about the clicking joints previously. I think it's a generational thing.
When I drive manual, every time I change gear, my ankles would click.
Yeah, right. All right, 10 bench dips straight after the lunge.
Oh, I haven't done these for a while.
Soften the knees a bit. Good. So kind of cue this as a stick the tailbone out a little bit. So think duck bummer touch, and that'll keep that kind of load in the arms, and it'll keep that straight line of the spine. We want to kind of avoid tucking the tailbone under too much and scooping away from the bench. So kind of stay close to the bench. Good. Chest up, eyes up. Beautiful. Good. Then we've got 15 frog squat. No tempo on these, just get them done as you please. Look for that length through the hemi, drop the bum down. Stu facing on, straight ahead.
It's not much movement.
He's moving. He's definitely moving.
Put your heels up, Stu. Might help. I find it really helps.
Don't help him, Erin. That's my job. Or is it, Stu? Any fun facts in the house?
Yeah. Did you know that you can hear a whale's heartbeat from 2 miles away?
You can hear a whale's heartbeat 2 miles away?
Yeah. 2
Just
miles.
to the naked ear?
I think so. I didn't delve that deep into that fact, but yeah, they're so big, they weigh as much as a grand piano. I think that's what
Grand piano? Yeah.
Wow.
It's heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah, right. That's impressive.
Which makes sense. I think how big its heart would be.
How are we feeling? We're at 15 yet?
Yeah, under 15.
What happened to your elbows and your knees? I give you plates and you fall to pieces. Good, and then we're into the prone extension. So many variations. Erin's going to go arms out in front. Chin stays tucked in, eyes straight down to remain neutral through the spine. 10 reps in total. You want to kind of think about pubic bone and rib cage together. Squeeze the glutes. Imagine somebody's got you by the crown of the head and the sole of the feet and pulling it apart. 10 reps. Abs are tight. Try and raise the legs so the quads come a little off the floor. Good. It's always hard. The heart rate really jacks up on them. Just kind of that prone position. So simple. All right, back into the tempo lunge. Stu, do you have a fun fact?
Got a few about ants. There's 12,000 different species of ants.
12,000 different species of ants.
Yeah. Well,
Isn't like the bull ant's got the greatest sting? Yeah.
I can believe that.
Insect.
Yeah.
Do you know, why do ants smell when you squash them? Did you discover that while you were reading about ants? No? Because have you ever squashed one
And then, yeah.
They stink.
Yeah.
Definitely got a certain perfume about them.
Not a pleasant one either.
Well,
Yeah.
it's using my knowledge that if you squeezed me, the stuff would come out.
No, but it's not kind of like
That's
If you squeeze me, stuff would come out.
yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
guess it's not a smell that you would expect to come out of an insect. I think that's the thing. It's like, yeah.
It's quite pungent.
Yeah.
Well, maybe because they eat.
Stu.
Maybe just squeeze the...
There's an opening.
Drums in my house.
Smell the same.
Is anybody counting here? Did you know that ants live on every continent of the world except for Antarctica, which is kind of ironic given the name of Antarctica. Yeah.
Anti-Antarctica.
Yeah. Anti-Antarctica.
I didn't anticipate that.
Oh.
So we've been thinking about getting a puppy.
Yeah.
I just missed out on a litter.
What are you thinking about getting?
Have one guess. Spoodle.
A spoodle.
But then we've discovered, I've discovered in my hours of research in the evening on my iPhone, a breed called a Tamaruk, which is a pedigree Labrador cross a poodle.
Oh,
so
wow.
all the spoodles aren't pedigrees, they're all crossbreeds. But
Yeah.
there's this one breed in the Hunter Valley that they breed, and they don't ever sell their puppies being able to have babies. So they've got this like pure breed, and they're a Labrador cross a poodle, but they're not as big as a normal Labradoodle.
Yeah, right. Do they shed?
No. So with
Game changer.
spoodles, there's no guarantee, or any of the oodle breeds, that they don't shed. Because if they've got more genetically from
Bias. Yeah.
they might still shed and smell. Whereas these Tamaruks, they don't shed and they don't smell.
Nice, guys.
So I've spent a week bullying.
So if anybody's looking for a spoodle, there's your rundown. Erin's done your research for
I've
you.
done lots of research, and but
10 bench tips here.
I did get a bit guilty because I was like, there's so many rescue dogs that need a home. So I've spent the last 2 evenings looking at rescue dogs. There's lots of staffies and pit bulls that want homes.
That's close to a spoodle, right?
I just can't imagine bringing a rescue staffy home with a baby crawling around. So if you're after a staffy or a pit
Open the
bull,
chest up, Stu. Yeah.
there's plenty out there. Otherwise, get ready to part with thousands of dollars for a designer dog.
Guys, we've got about 3:45 remaining, so the guys are going to probably get through this set and a little bit into their third.
Everyone thinks I'm mad. 5 kids and a dog.
You're mad.
And does Simon get a look in there? You're like, and the husband.
I was like, it's another baby or a dog? So we've agreed on a puppy and a vasectomy.
What a compromise.
And on the news,
15 reps here, guys.
on the news this morning, surgeries are back being allowed, non-emergency. So I think it's-
Elective.
Yeah. So there you go, mate.
Shout out to you, Simon. Love your work. 2:45 remaining, guys. So frog squat, getting that little bit of active stretch through the hemi. Should be pumping the quads up. You can move through them relatively quickly. I'm not saying kind of thrash around, but I know that young Stu over here is a little bit tight. So is loser? You're getting a little bit better with each set of them? Yeah. Good.
The yoga class.
Yeah.
Yoga, stretch sessions in the bonus content folder. Check them out. Maybe rather than do 2 sessions a day, some athletes could do 2 yoga sessions a day. Not mentioning names to you. I'm just staring.
Too much of an alcoholic.
You sound too much of an athlete.
Yeah, too much of an alcoholic. Good, we've got about minute 45 remaining. So the guys are going to get through this second set. So as mentioned, quite a full body circuit for both blocks of work today.
I'm sweating.
Good, back into your lunges. So you should get each side done on the lunges here. Chase that tension, chase that tempo. If you really wanted to make this one a little bit spicy as well, you could front foot elevate. If you've got a small step at home or a couple of books, decent sized books, you could pop the foot on that front ledge or elevated surface. We've been offering the kind of split squat as a variation quite a lot, so I'd encourage kind of front foot elevation instead, or just the flat surface with a bit of load.
I like the bottoms up lunges. I think they're really effective.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. You know, this is a lunge, obviously, but just starting from that bottom position and having that no change in feet or position throughout the whole set. If you were to do a set, you know, a 1 minute set of these, of constant movement, or even, you know, 40 seconds worth of constant tension, constant movement on one side, you quickly get found out. You'll know you're working. Beautiful. Done. 2 minutes off. The last bit of work we've got is a EMOM, so 3 rounds of 3 exercises. I'll give the guys a second to catch their breath. The first one we've got is 4 inchworms. So starting with soft knees, hands to floor, walking yourself out into a push-up position. So this is level 1. Okay, so we're strong through the upper back. Abs are on tight. I'll get Erin just to walk her hands a little bit further forward. She's going to tuck her tailbone under, pull the armpits down. She's long through the arms. So extended plank. Then she's going to walk herself back from there. So that's option 2 in that extended kind of position. Yeah, you can roll up if you like. Yep. Then we've got 5 each side, single leg deadlift. So I'll get Stu to start with the arms above head, stand on one leg, come into his single leg deadlift. So extending out, hips square up, drop the left hip a bit, Stu. Yep. Beautiful, good. Standing up, raise the knee, pause, good. So different lever, different mechanic, kind of different positioning. Okay, it's different to here, so you're extending it a little bit harder, coming back through, squeeze the glute, pause up ahead. If it is too hard with the arms extended, arms wide, arms straight down, up to you. Then we've got eccentric reverse curl, so legs straight up, nice and high, nice and slowly lower down, unfurling through the spine. So 5 reps there. I'll talk you through these a little bit more as we get to them, but I'll get you back up on your feet. You've got about 18 seconds. We're going to get started for 4 inchworms or extended plank. I'm going to get you to hold the plank at 5 seconds out in that little bit further reaching position. Otherwise, just have that standard push-up position, tuck the tailbone under. We're away here. So walking yourself out, soft knees all the way out. Walk your hands out a bit further, Stu, that's it. Tuck the tailbone under. Good. Walk yourself back. Good. And extend out again. Might actually get you guys just, rather than unfurling at the end, just to come straight back out. Good. That'll keep the legs on tension a little bit longer. Good. Tuck the tailbone, abs on tight. Strong at the hands. So shoulder stability required here. Still keeping tension at the hands through the shoulder girdle, and particularly on that reverse walk back out. Good. 10 seconds rest. Slowly standing up. And single leg deadlift with the pause at the top. 5 each side. Balance the foot, extending out. Good. So what I want to see is both hips facing forward. So we want to make sure that both are forward. We're not getting this opening to the side. Okay, and we're not collapsing too heavily into the opposite side. Think about pushing the rear heel back and actively extending that leg back. It's going to give you a slight counterbalance. It's also just going to make that whole chain of muscles in that line stronger and a little bit more stable.
How's your shoulders after those planks?
You guys are going to be straight down into your reverse curl. Good. Beautiful. So lying on your back, legs come up. Try and get a little bit of height on the spine. So I'll get Stu on his next rep to come up higher. So almost like a dragonfly. Yep, that's it. Up here, and then unfurl the spine from there. Nice and steady. All the way down. You can give it a little bit of a kick to get to the top. They're using their heavier kettlebell behind their head to give them that little bit of support and a little bit of assistance to switch on the lats, stabilize the trunk to get the legs overhead.
Tummy muscles I haven't used for about 7 years.
Waking them up. The slower the better on these, so nice and steady. If you drop a rep to kind of maintain that slower tempo, totally fine. We're away on the next set in 4, 3, 2, 1. Stu's away, he's getting his heart rate up just from transitioning between exercises. Good, and walk yourself back. This was meant to be the easier part, wasn't it? So strong hands, actively tuck the armpits under. Imagine you're squeezing a piece of paper underneath the armpit in that extended position. We've got 4 reps, Erin.
I can't count though.
What are you up to, Stu? You got one more? That would be you there, Erin, then, because I think you were one ahead. Yep. Good. Beautiful. The other thing is with these ones is that the postural change. So coming forward and back should get your heart rate up, a little bit of an elevation in your blood pressure as well. So it doesn't all have to be burpees. We're away here for set 2, the deadlifts. Up and extend. Good. So you'll notice Erin's just stabilizing herself at the center with the foot gently touching to the ground. And we've got Stu who tried. He really did try to raise the knee at the top. So a couple of different levels. Really takes a bit of steadying to kind of get that knee through and raising at the top. Either way, in that finished position, we want to be standing up nice and tall. So I hate to single out Stu, but he's taking a little bit longer with his sets because he's a little bit wobblier. He has kind of gone for the more advanced version, which is slowing him down a little bit, which is totally fine. Just means that he is getting a lot less rest between exercises. Good, Erin's up and away. So on these, really tight through the lower abdominals. Try and get that height, and then slowly, slowly, each vertebrae segmentally unfurls down to the floor. Try and really fight that kind of collapse. Some people have got different spots through their spine where they lack that control, or they might be a little bit tighter through the actual posterior muscles where they don't exhibit that same control of getting a nice, clean, fluent, smooth unfolding. So if you know there's a certain point where you just want to go plonk, fight hard, switch the abs on a little bit harder, and sink it down. We've got 10 seconds for the last round. Lightning quick on your feet then. Woo! All right, 4 reps here, last set of your inchworms and your walkouts. Good, and then walking back, that's it. So if you know that your hammies are super tight, just keep the knees softly bent. Hope you guys are still tagging the Cube Gym at Home, TCGAH, on your Insta stories and your Insta profiles. Give us a look at what you're doing. Throw some banter our way, particularly Dax. He loves it. He's taken up a new role here as head cleaner, ready for you guys when you return back in. Place is looking schmick. much like the man himself.
I added a few new songs to my playlist last night.
Oh, Erin stepped it up. She's coming for the crown of most likes on the Spotify playlist.
I was late to the party.
Love an old rave tune, hey Erin.
Had a bit of techno on at dinner time last night.
Nice. How'd the kids enjoy it?
They didn't really know what to think of it.
Is this musical lessons, like music education for them at home?
It's a bit different from the Miley Cyrus that they like listening to.
I completely support your choice. Shut up, Stu. No, kidding. S Club 7.
So get amongst my playlist, everyone. I'm going to coming up for Dax's crown. If you used to enjoy field day, then you need to...
Field day. Big day out.
If you still enjoy field day.
Stu, you must be missing the music, like the live music, festival scene. Bit of a goer. All right, the guys are up to their last set of reverse curls. If every band in the world came out after isolation and had a concert, who would you hope to be? Please say S Club 7 or Venga Boys.
Oh, no, I've already seen the Venga Boys.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And DJ Sammy, all that, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Erin, same question goes to you, so have a think.
I'm going to be brutally honest here. The Backstreet Boys were due to come out next month for my birthday. I think it was a special thing for me.
Backstreet Boys were due to come out next month, specifically for Stu's birthday.
And I maybe had tickets for it.
He definitely had tickets for it.
Don't mind seeing that.
So he's waiting for them to come out for him.
Yeah.
Serenade him.
Yeah.
In ISO.
Well, I am.
Beautiful, guys. Catch your breath and have a sip of water. And I'm going to get them to come down into a crucifix stretch, and Erin can fill me in on her band.
Well, I went to see Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
When I was pregnant.
Did you cry the whole way through it?
Oh, I was
Did you need a cuddle?
She
Arms
so
wide?
Incredible.
Do you want to sing us a tune?
No, I
do.
No. Unless it's Venga Boys.
don't. She was incredible. Yeah.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And you watch people like that and you realise why they are famous.
Yeah.
They're so talented. Like they're talent beyond this world.
Yeah. Good. Changing sides there, guys.
And then I have seen Christina Aguilera.
Oh, Christina. Have you seen Christina?
But again, so talented.
That'd be a
Yeah,
that'd be a bloody
that, wouldn't you?
minefield for you there, Stu.
Yeah. I did see Justin Bieber a couple of years ago. That was great.
Justin Bieber.
I think anyone who can sing, dance and put on a really good show, that just does it for me.
Do you know what? Just before the isolation, when all the bushfire relief concerts were on and stuff, so for you at home, for you guys at home, I'm also a fiery. We went on stage with Alice Cooper. Just come into Scorpion, so lie flat, arms out wide. Yeah, went on stage with Alice Cooper. So a lot of people are a bit younger than us, Erin, I think, at home, and Stu actually. And they were like, who is she? And I was like, Alice Cooper is like an old man who's like goth. But my God, yeah, he rocked. He was so good. And like his guitarist was wearing like low-rise jeans and he like had no shirt on, and it was hilarious. But yeah, they were awesome. So I'm so not judgmental with my music choices, besides Venga Boys. No, I'm kidding. You'll hear me singing.
The best concert of all time.
Good, I'll get you guys to come into a hip flexor stretch, so half kneeling. But I'm just looking forward to the local music scene.
Yeah.
Just, local gigs, supporting people in our area and in Sydney particularly. I've seen a few people doing, at-home gigs. Yeah, it's tough for them, so that's probably the biggest thing, and obviously going out with mates, having a beer and just chilling out.
We're never going to take it for granted again, are we? Having so much.
Hemi stretch, that's it.
No, that's it. Being able to just walk outside with someone.
Yeah. If anybody, on that note, obviously we're talking about Spotify playlists and stuff, but if anybody knows of any local music artists doing online kind of streams, live streams and stuff. Throw it out there because it's always good. I love music. I know that the other coaches here love music too, and there's a lot of, you know, people looking for good tunes. All about it. Good. Pop into your hemi stretch. So we're going to wrap this one up, guys. Thanks to Stu and Erin for joining me today. Fair bit of work done today, a little bit steadier than the last thrashing that I gave you. My apologies, but also I love you and I really miss you guys, and that was me being caring. Ingrid, hope you're still keeping up. I've been seeing your My Zones, and Artie, looking forward to seeing your face with a level 2 next to it too. No burpees though. Take care, guys. Thanks for your time and stay safe.